Welcome to the shop. I've been trying to do some sorting, maybe even a little cleanup here in the shop, and I have a trunk here. It didn't belong to my grandfather, but it belonged to my dad, and it's going on I think about 6 years now since I lost my dad. And I remember there are some collectible tractors and stuff like that. He was a John Deere fan. And so I thought we would take a look at those and see what else is in this box. I don't remember everything that I put in there, so let's take a look. All right, let's see what we got here. Like I said, I do know there are some tractors in here. My dad liked to collect them. Oh, look at this. We're Packers fans, and in 1997, the Packers won the Super Bowl, and looks like my dad got this hat from that era. That is cool. Wonderful. Let's put that over there. Looks like these are some family pictures and things. Here are the small John Deere tractors that he collected, and these are cars. I remember some of these cars here were cars that my dad and I used to play with, and when I was younger. He always loved his 57 Chevy, and right there's his little 57 Chevy. It looks like it's even got some corrosion on it. Maybe I ought to clean those up. That'd be fun too. And all these John Deere tractors and everything. So this is some of the stuff he used to collect. He used to have probably over 100 of these little tractors with implements. He even had display cases that he put them up in. But when he passed away, we let the family kind of go through some of those. I grabbed the ones that I wanted, and then the family went through a lot of the other stuff and let them have some of that. And these bigger tractors, though, these collectibles, these there are maybe, I think my children and probably some of my nieces and nephews do have some of these tractors that were my grandfather's. This one here looks a little dusty, but it's a model 530. That's kind of cool. It's a wide front end on that. And then we have, it's got a 730, a model 730 here with the blade on the back, the grater. So that's pretty cool too. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that my grandparents, my grandfather was a farmer, and then he got hurt and became a watchmaker. And but when he was a farmer, before he got hurt, his brother, my great uncle, was the one who took over the family farm in Wisconsin, and my grandfather helped manage a small farm down in Kentucky for a little while, and then they ended up moving to Ohio. And in Ohio there was what was called a children's home, and it's where troubled teens, boys would go, and it was a farm that they could work. They also would go to school and all that kind of stuff. But back then they had these, the children's home, which was a working farm and everything. And what was neat about it, they had an agreement with John Deere, and John Deere would send them their newest equipment and let them use it, and then they'd give them feedback from the farm. And so that way the farm got the latest equipment so that they could use it. It was a not-for-profit organization. It's been closed down since then, but then John Deere would get feedback from these who were the manage the farm, and my grandfather helped do all of that. And I do remember my dad talking about one of his favorite tractors, and it was basically, he took it on as his own to take care of. They always, from what I understand, they would assign tractors to a specific person, and that way they knew that the oil was getting changed, maintenance was taken care of and everything, because if you don't have one person in charge, they usually get torn up pretty quickly. But my dad's favorite tractor was the 620. And here is the little 620, and he's got several of these. Let's come on down here a little closer and we'll take a look. So here is the first 620, and I did contact my uncle, my dad's younger brother, to find out about it, and this is the exact model that they would have had. It was a tricycle with the close wheels up front, and my dad would cut the hay while his father, my grandfather, and my uncle would bale and take care of things that way. Here is another 620 collectible, and this one here has the wide front end on it, so it's not the exact kind of model that my dad would have driven. But then he also has, oh, what's this? There's a sheet in here, and I thought it was just stuffing, but there's something in there. Oh, look at that. Anything else in there? So here's a front end loader. Looks like it's for one of the models. I'm not sure which one it is. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if that 48 would indicate something to me. But like I said, Dad loved his little collectible toys here. Check this out. This is a stopwatch, one of the old ones that you have to wind. You wind it up, start, stop, and reset. Cool. You don't have those anymore. Everything's digital now. But look at that. What's that say? Base metal. Not sure if it says where it's made. Is that rocker? I'd have to look that up. I don't see. What does that say right down there? Swiss made. It says right down here at the bottom. Swiss made. That is cool. I forgot that was in there. What's this? Oh my word. I remember my dad having that. Look at that, it's still running. Is this it might be a self-winding, because it doesn't here. It's not battery. Swiss made, steel case, Waltham. Way cool. It's got one stem over here, it's missing the other one. But that is neat. It takes the day and the date. Like I said, it's still running. I don't know if it'd keep time very well, but that is neat. I remember, oh man, it's probably 9 or 10 years old, I think, when he got that. I didn't know that was in here. That is cool. All right, got those and this. Let's go and get this out of the way here. And he's got this. This is a 50th anniversary. Look at that. A 520 and a 620. 50th anniversary set. My dad, I don't know if this is when he bought this, but I do remember my mom and dad going through Iowa and going to the John Deere factory and taking a tour. And I remember him telling me about it. I don't know if he'd have bought one of the toys while he was there, but 50th anniversary set. That's cool. All right, what else is in here? Levi's. Here's a slate, a roof slate with a picture on it. That's neat. Now, what's in here? Oh, some pocket knives. These are the little cheap ones that they used to give away at banks and stuff. This is the Federal Credit Union. That's cool. Man, I don't remember seeing this one. What is it? Might have to clean that up. Check it out. I'll keep that over here so I can clean it up. Needs some oil as well. Here's another one. It says USA on it. That's cool. A little chain. I'll bet you that. No. A couple of coins here of my dad's favorite presidents. He liked Eisenhower and Reagan. So he'd gotten those. Hey, I bet you this would go on this watch. I'll have to check it out. And looks like there's a few other things in here, a chain and some different things. All right, let's see if there's anything more here in the, hey, what is this? I don't remember putting that in there. Feels like there's something in there. Oh, man. I was probably 4 or 5 when my dad bought this, and I thought this was the coolest thing. Look at that. He's used that hard. I thought this was the coolest thing. Does that say there? Imperial? Man, I thought this was the coolest thing, but by the time I was old enough to have a pocket knife, lock blades were coming in, so I wanted a buck knife. I did not want a Barlow, but now, man, that's my dad's Barlow. He carried that for a long, long time. I tell you what, let's take some time and clean some of these up. All right, guys, I think we've got these cleaned up a little bit better. I got at least all of the scrapes out of here. I couldn't get all of that pitting out. There's one spot right there and a couple spots down here that just couldn't get, but I think it's acceptable. What we have, if you'll notice here, this one here is interesting to me. If you look, it has a whale and it says Germany. So I thought that was interesting. So that's a knife from Germany, made in Germany. This one here says Colonial, and it looks like it says Providence, Rhode Island, USA. So I thought that was kind of neat. It's a nice little dress knife. A knife for dress usually goes on a chain. One end, the knife goes in one vest pocket, and the other vest pocket gets a watch, a pocket watch. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then the Barlow is made here, and it says Imperial. Let's see if we can get that. Imperial, made in the USA, and that might be Providence, Rhode Island too. Sure kind of looks like it. So anyways, as I said, when I was a kid, I thought this was the end-all be-all of knives, was the Barlow. And it is a good little quality knife. And as I said, my dad used it a lot. So there we go. Some nice things from Dad. Well guys, once again, that was a lot of fun. I want to thank you for stopping by the shop and giving me a visit. It's always great to spend some time with you in this manner, and I look forward to the next time. It's a great way to kind of look at things of the past, and in this case, and many of the videos, I know I've been remembering my grandfather, but to look through this trunk of my father and see the things that he had collected and that he used and things like that has been great. As I have talked up this Barlow knife, I know it's not the highest quality that you can find, but it is a nice little knife, and I think I'm going to go ahead and give it a home here on the wall. We don't have a good way to hang it or anything, but I'll put it right here on the shelf. So it's right there for us to remember our relatives by. I really thank you again for stopping by. If you enjoyed this content, give us a thumbs up. Share this content with friends that you know that may enjoy it as well. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. You're always welcome here to the channel and to the shop. Hope you'll visit me again. Hope you have a great day. God bless.